We are having this partner forum at a key point in time. We are 1 year before every party to the Paris Agreement has to submit its first BTR. And the question is, are we ready? We are in the year when the world is completing the first global stocktake. The question is, do we actually have the data and the information for that global stocktake? We are in the year when the climate process wants to define a global goal for adaptation and a new global goal for climate finance. But do we actually know where we are currently? My suspicion is that the answer to all these three questions is no. Or to put it in other words, the world is not on track in meeting the objectives of the Paris Agreement. And part of the problem is that we don't yet have the data and information to put it on the right track.
Transparency, as we all know, it's one of the core commitments embedded in the Convention and Paris Agreement, and something essential for building mutual trust and confidence that commitments and pledges that governments have put forward are being delivered on. It is significant because it represents the first ever progress report from countries on implementation of the Paris Agreement, providing a clear snapshot of, among other things, how countries are performing in terms of implementing their NDCs and associated impacts, including on national emissions and removals. We in the Secretariat, we are keenly looking forward to receiving your biennial update reports, in fact, from all of you, all parties, because I think this will be one way of demonstrating and sending out strong signal to the world that parties are serious of implementing the Paris Agreement and would represent as one concrete outcome of the process.
We also realize that there is a very active work going on in the countries, and each one of them is making their own effort to ensure that come next year in December, we are able to report. However, we also take note that there are challenges at national level, and also some of them that are inherent within the process and that need to be addressed so that the process, or when it comes to the time to report, that countries will be able to make reports on the various sessions that they are supposed to report under the BTR.
I must say, if I compare it with the partner forum we had a year ago, I feel we've really seen many steps forward, many progresses. I mean, some of the challenges are still the same: lack of capacity, lack of resources, the challenges in getting stakeholders mobilized. Yes, that remains, but I think there are many more answers and many more ways to address them. And I've got the feeling that many countries are now really getting into the details and resolving the issues.